Hey guys, this is Dow Phoenix, and I wanted to hop on here because I read something that was completely stupid on my Facebook. Nothing like stupid in the traditional sense so much as it's just really stupid for hardworking Americans and taxpayers and people that just genuinely want better for our country and for our local communities and whatnot. So, apparently, there was a recent incident at a place called Peace of Mind. It's basically a head shop that we have in one of our local towns. They sell like incense and posters, and they sell pipes and just various things like those shops would usually sell. And no surprise, those kinds of shops you could find them just about anywhere. And this is the one in our local area. There's a couple of other shops nearby as well of the same company. So anyways, there were apparently there was apparently a coordinated police effort between like a couple of different counties or something like that, where they, I guess, heard about this CBD oil being sold at this shop, and they went undercover to, I guess, confirm that. And then once they confirmed what it was, they went in and confiscated the products. Here's the problem with that. CBD oil is legal here. So why are cops coming in to a business that has a license to operate in the city? They are selling a completely legal product, and it's a branded product for that matter. You don't typically find illegal products with brand names on them. And they go in and confiscate their stuff. What an egregious use of taxpayer money. What a complete waste of law enforcement resources. This is government overreach 101. I just can't defend anything like this. This is completely stupid. I just can't understand why they are doing this. And the funny thing, of course, is that people that tend to defend these things are on the conservative side, which is pretty fucking hilarious considering they're the ones that are talking about, oh, the government's too powerful and too big, but let's have them enforce every aspect of our lives at the same time. Let's have it to where you can't use any kind of substance unless it is vetted by the government. And if it's not, it's going to be illegal. Apparently, that's the kind of society that conservatives actually want. At least the ones that you typically see on here. There may be some true libertarian-style ones that actually hold to their principles 99% of the time, but most conservatives do not. And that's a thing on the liberal side, too. There's a lot of liberals that have very progressive stances, but whenever anything challenges those stances even slightly, they will be hypocrites about it too. But this is just a complete waste. I mean, it's really sad seeing that we have people in our community that get addicted to heroin and methamphetamines, and they freaking overdose. And cops aren't going after that shit. Why? It's simple. It's because those kinds of drugs are why they get funding in the first place from the state. They get funding for that stuff in order to be able to supposedly enforce it, but then they waste their taxpayer resources on enforcing upon a completely legal product that's used for medicinal purposes. This isn't marijuana. These aren't products that have THC, which is the product that you need to get high. This is something that's used typically just for medicinal purposes. There's really no other reason to use it for most people. I mean, there might be, I guess, maybe for some kind of other thing, like a spiritual thing or something. I don't know, but I imagine most people that get these products do so for medicinal reasons, for stuff like seizures and pain relief and things like that, I mean, you guys probably have heard the stories about people that have had like tons of seizures, like dozens of seizures a day, taking medically allowed FDA substances, and then when they switch over to CBD oil, the seizures like practically stop. You know, in most patients, it gets to like maybe one every 2 weeks, which is crazy considering that before they were having them like 4 dozen times a day. So it's just insane, man, and I I just can't I can't see why people would defend that. It is a completely egregious use of government resources. This is the prime example of bad government. People want to crap on stuff like Medicare and Social Security, saying, oh, people should not be entitled to stuff like that, even though they pay into it all their lives and everything like that, for like 40 plus years. But no, we have people in Congress that are trying to take those resources away from those people who earn that stuff, but at the same time, they want to use these very strict, overbearing protections against drugs, which is not working. I mean, the war on drugs is not working because the drug problem in our country is worse than it ever was at any point prior to the war on drugs starting. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Down Phoenix out.